With Halloween just around the corner, let's try something really fun for adults and kids. And these are my caramel-filled chocolate pumpkins. I have a silicone mold, some orange candy melts. This is what they look like when you buy them at the store, and I've already melted some down for this recipe. Some green M&Ms, and also some homemade caramel. So those are the ingredients, so let's get started. So I'm going to fill my mold, but you don't want your chocolate too thin. If it's too warm, it won't work very well. You want to get it in there, and you want to be able to lift it up on the sides. And if it's too runny or too warm, it won't do that. It will run down, and most of it will be at the bottom. So just, keep it at a, see how it is here? It's runny, but it's not really falling off too quickly off my spoon, and that's kind of like the consistency that you want it at. So I'm just getting some down into the bottom, and then I'm taking the back of my spoon and pushing it up the sides, just like that. So put enough in, make sure the bottom is nicely covered, and then just lift, lift, lift. That looks good. So I'm going to whip through these. I'll come back in a second when I'm done. Okay, that looks pretty good. And what's great about candy melts is that there's no tempering required. You can just let this sit out at room temperature, and it's just going to set right up for you. If you're in a rush, you can pop it into the fridge or the freezer. Right there, I've got all of my molds all nicely done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop these into the fridge for about 10 minutes. That will set them up nicely, and then we're going to fill them with our caramel. So I put my caramel into a piping bag, and I'm just going to start piping a little bit in some of these. You don't want too much because we're going to be covering these with more chocolate. So since this is just a video about caramel-filled chocolates, I'm just going to use up the rest of my caramel here, and I'll just leave those open and I'll use them for something else. Okay, our next step, we're going to put a little bit more chocolate on the top. So I'm going to get some more chocolate and just gently get that on to the top of each one of these. Okay, that's good. And then I'm just going to take the mold and I'm just going to give it a little tap like this. See what that does? It just gets it right down nice and even. Perfect. So I've just cleaned up my work area, and that has given the chocolate some time to set. Our last little thing is we're going to grab our little M&Ms, and we're going to put those into the chocolate, the top, so that it looks like a little stem. So just drop it in there and get it to stick up. And those are just going to dry right into the chocolate. And our last one. And now I'm going to put these into the fridge to chill them down. Okay, I've had these in the fridge for about 20 minutes or so. So let's break into them. See how nice and easily these pop out? All I do is I take my finger and just push on the bottom as I'm peeling back the silicone. So you just grab it, give a little bit of a push, and they pop right out. Aren't those cute? So those are all filled with homemade caramel, and that's another video recipe that I do have on my channel. Oh, those are cute. Don't they kind of look like little pumpkins? Oh, so nice. Okay, I've just zoomed in a little bit just to show you them a little bit better. They look really cute. So the only thing left to do is to break into one. Okay, let's just cut into one of these. And look at that. The beautiful caramel in the middle. Yum. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and by the way,
Happy Halloween.